Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your August 2026 predictions. And to do this, you'll be picking your piles through the strength card on top of each pile or through the crystals. You can also pick your piles using your zodiac signs or through Spirit's pick for you. All these different options, you will find the timestamp for them down in the description box. All right, so let me zoom you in so that you can see your cards and your crystals clearly. There we go. So for pile number 1, your crystal is the beautiful Opalite. For pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful Bumblebee Jasper. For pile number 3, your crystal is the beautiful Amazonite. And for pile number 4, your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. So please take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the information that you're meant to receive in today's reading. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, which will take you straight to your readings. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. Okay, so for pile number 1, these will be the signs. For pile number 2, these will be the signs. For pile number 3, these will be the signs. And of course, for pile number 4, these will be the signs. All right, let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, the signs are Capricorn, Cancer, as well as Sagittarius. Excuse me. For pile number 2, the signs are Libra, Virgo, as well as Scorpio. For pile number 3, the signs are Aries, Leo, as well as Gemini. And for pile number 4, the signs are Aquarius, Taurus, as well as Pisces. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. I just heard 8th house. Maybe if you have a placement in the 8th house, it is the 8th month after all, you can do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, which will take you straight to your readings. All right, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can use this option. And to do that, I'd like to assign a different tarot card to each pile. And so the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, the Empress pile number 3, and the Emperor pile number 4. And what I simply like to do is shuffle the cards around until one of the cards grabs my attention. And that's usually through one mistake or the other. I can miss pulling a card from the other side, passing a card to the other side, anything like the cards. Oh, there we go. What I was supposed to pull that card. The cards bumping into each other, anything like that, I would know it is your chosen pile. Okay, so your chosen pile by Spirit in today's reading, my dear soul family, is pile number 3. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box as well as the pinned comment, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your August 2026 predictions. And I also feel this one, so I'm going to pull it out. These are the decks that I'll be using today for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Looks like we have 2 here as well. In the description box, my apologies. Right under the section of the timestamps. But very quickly, oops, why would I do that? Let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Opalite. And some of you have chosen this pile using this particular strength card. It is not your significator card. Some of you have picked this pile using your zodiac signs or through, it's not, this pile is not Spirit's pick, but I just want to mention that these are all different options of picking your pile, and you will find the timestamps for them in the description box, as well as the pinned comment. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I want to pull out your tea leaves. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. And last but not least, actually, we still have the tarot cards. Let's take a look at your runes. As you can see on this tray, I have an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. So, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of August, please, 2026? 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Right, let's take the ones that are not touching the circle and explore the runes on the chart itself. Right, so for the 6th house, you've got the Manaz rune. Interesting. You have a lot of runes between the 7th and the 10th house. So between the 7th and the 8th house, you've got the rune Yewaz. Okay. You've got, I think this is the blank one, correct? In the 8th house. Ooh, that's interesting. Between the 9th and the 10th, you've got the rune, the Tiwaz rune. In the 10th house, you have 2 runes. You've got the Awaz, yes, the Awaz rune. And of course, the Fehu rune in the 10th house. This is very favorable. Oops, I think you can't see the last part up there at the end of the circle. So let's keep that here. And between the 11th and the 12th house, you've got the Algiz rune. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, definitely a very powerful month for this pile. Let's pull out your chart carefully and place it at the far right so that we have plenty of space for your oracle cards and your tarot cards. All right. And we'll start off by taking a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be completing your reading using your tarot cards. So I really feel drawn to the tea leaves. Let's see what you have for this month. And work, achievement, success. I definitely see that. I've seen it here in the 10th house with the Tiwaz rune, the Fehu rune. Yeah, and also the Awaz rune. with resilience. Definitely see that. Okay. You've got mice, discord amongst friends or family. You've got pig, beware of greed. Right. You've got mountain road. You are on the road to success. Do you see it? I mean, it keeps saying the same thing over and over for this pile. I love this for you. It looks to me this month like you are achieving massive success. And for one reason or the other, looking at the context here, it seems to be creating a lot of discord between you and either friends or family or teammates even, it could be. That is present due to greed, it seems like. Okay, so I feel like you're reaching near the top this month. You're way up there this month. You're moving quickly towards your success in the month of August. And you've got boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Interesting. Wow, do you see? It's a month fully concentrated, and I did notice a lot of runes right here. Yeah. All of these, but if I look at it now, I think it's mostly concentrated right there. All in the 10th house nearly, right? I mean, the Tiwaz rune is partially in the 9th house, but the 3 runes here that are creating all this mass is in the 10th house. Okay, so you've got espionage. Gosh, you got a lot of people spying on you. I say loosely. I think you're creating a lot of attention. A lot of people want to know what you're up to, what's going on. Yeah, a lot of eyes on you this month. And I think it's borderline towards spying a little bit, because you do here have some people who are not too happy with what you're achieving, and they seem to be wanting a great part of the success. Okay, so you've got the sacral chakra with the keyword joy. You've got the crown chakra with the keyword confusion. You've got the Enneagram arduousness under the category of difficult event. And the keywords here are exhausting work rhythm, difficult working hours. Yeah, do you see there's a lot of hard work this month? I don't necessarily seeing it be easy on you, but you're definitely up for it. There's no question about it. You're working hard is what the cards are trying to show this month. So I don't know if we can say this word on YouTube, but yeah, anyways, physical strain, painful postures. Be careful of your posture this month. Dangerous environments. Right. I'm starting to feel like these could be the people working with you or it doesn't have to be. Environment could also be the people surrounding you most of the time as well. Yeah, so be careful. All right. You've got the Enneagram income. I mean, how better can the cards describe the energy this month? Success, money, but at the same time, a lot of hard work and people really paying attention to this great success, wanting a piece of it. So income, you've got obviously earnings, salary, pay, wage, profits, as well as professional fees. This is what your card looks like. And let's now take a look at your tarot cards to complete the picture for this month. What can we do? I think if we push the cards just a tiny bit to the left, we'll have definitely more space for the tarot cards. So, wow, right off the bat, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Unbelievable. Okay, very fortunate this month. Fehu and all the cards absolutely confirm this for you. You've got the Ace of Swords, also given with a lot of respect and honor. You're being honored this month. Your work is amazing this month. You've got the Lover's card with the devil here instead of the Lover's angel. Yeah, it's causing a rift, I think, just so you know, between you and others. That again, this is to empower you, not to scare you, so you know that there were people in your entourage that were acting as lovers or friends or family that could change in different environments or different situations. That's gonna pop out here. If you want clues on who this person or people could be, I can definitely do that in a little while. And last but not least, look at that. You've got the King of Pentacles. There's no mistaking this energy. This is a month where you definitely will be making a lot of money, for sure. It's going to be abundant money. In fact, with the Wheel of Fortune here, seeing the Death card up top, it's like a new era, a new changed era. Like there's a massive transformation in your fortune. You can even see it here with the blank rune in the 8th house, a blank new page due to a massive transformation. So that's definitely there. And look, I don't want you to feel all sad about the people who are going to be disloyal or wanting a piece of what you have, because just as an equal balance of energy in this month, you also have loyal people in your inner circle that will be very happy for you. How did I know? You've got the Awaz rune in the Awaz rune in the 7th house. The 7th house is all about intimate connections. The Awaz rune is trust, partnership, loyalty. So yes, just as the cards are showing that there are people who are not going to be too happy about everything, you will also have dear people next to you. On the other hand, different energies, the yin and the yang, who are going to be very happy for you, very joyous, and will be there for you. Yeah, that's what I see here. So, 6th house with the Manaz rune. Could be different things. I feel like, yeah, I think I'm right. I think you're going to be this month also working with a lot of people, because the Manaz rune is interdependence or connectiveness. It's in the 6th house, which could also be work. It could be your routines, or like maybe if you're establishing some form of new foundation with the Ace of Swords. Maybe this is a new team for some of you. Yeah, with the ants here, it could be signifying team. So you'll be working closely with a team or a group of people for sure, because you've got the Algi's rune in the 11th house, and the 11th house is the same. It's the house of groups, community, right? Like-minded people. So again, whereas there are people who are not too happy, that's there. You have a lot of energy of people, I must say, in this reading. You have a lot of people who will support you and be very happy for you. And you will have a community that is strong with the Algi's rune, who have the same mission as you with the 12th house, and will be working alongside with you well, in great connection and harmony, in whatever it is you're trying to establish in your new chapter with the Ace of Swords here. So, as you can see, it's a mixed month in so many energies, not just the energies of people, but also in the energies of the amazing things that are happening. It's joyous. You love this new chapter of abundance and success, and how you're excited about reaching nearly the top here. But at the same time, you also realize that this requires a lot of work from you. It's not the time to stop when you're tired, obviously, with arduousness, and increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And so I feel like it's going to be creating a lot of rough energy also this month. You're feeling very tired. You're feeling tied down. You don't have to be tied down, but also the clouds are your thoughts. You want to keep this up. You want to continue with the success. People are encouraging you, but you're also pretty upset with the people who want to take a piece of you. So it's like very joyous, but also at the same time very confusing, especially with the crown chakra. I feel like you are recalculating everything. You're seeing things for what they truly are. You understand things on a deeper level with a lot of wisdom, because now you understand how different people behave. you have more experience when it comes to dealing with others and understanding the people around you. You have more experience on what it takes to be successful and up at the top, and what your work or career or your goals require you to do in order to succeed. There's confusion around, should I rest and not have that much success and money, or should I, own this stage of my life and be grateful for it and understand and realize that it just requires that sort of energy from me. And so put that effort in and get the money and the success. So yeah, a lot of confusion, but at the same time, especially confusion with the reactions of others, and confusion with regards to, how did I get to the top in this way? So confusion in a good way and not in a good way, but it's all good because you're definitely learning a lot with the crown chakra this month. And yeah, you're taking it all in, and in terms of understanding how things work, things that happen with success. It doesn't have to be, but a lot of the times this is what happens. So yeah, a massive change going on this month for you, my dear pile number 1. You really feel like you're being honored, and you see others see your worth. You see your worth even more than before. You're making better choices this month, especially financially, and with regards to this new beginning that just happened. You're thinking, okay, now we need to change the way we do things just a little bit. Whereas maybe before, when I used to do this, and that, it would work. Now with this type of success, I don't think that the same efforts will work. I think now I have to make newer choices, better choices with the Lover's card. It is a card of what suits you better, what better choice is there for you. Are you going to go after what works on the outside, or are you actually going to look deep in and see what you prefer, what is actually good? A good example of that could be people around you telling you, oh, you don't need to be super or hyper focused on the quality of this particular thing. You can do it like that. Everyone, skips over that part. You don't need to focus on it. But in your heart's heart, you're thinking, no, me being meticulous and focusing on quality is what got me here in the first place. Or something else. I don't want to be that person who skips over this. It may take more time and money, but that's what feels right in my soul. That's what I want to do. And so really you're going to be making important decisions this month, thinking about what suits you better, what resonates is the word I'm looking for with you, what's better for the new chapter that's beginning. A lot of leading with clarity with the Ace of Swords, and being strategic, thinking about things clearly before you take decisions. But one thing's for sure, I see a lot of wealth this month. Yeah, a lot of money coming in for sure that you will absolutely enjoy. You'll also enjoy how fast you're moving upwards. Okay, so I wanted to ask, who are these people? Perhaps you already know, but if you don't know, these cards could be help for you this month. Who are these people? Six of Pentacles. Funny. For some of you, these are the very people that are paying you. Or others in close no, I don't think it's the very people who are paying you, although it could be, right? But I think I'm wrong here. I think the people who are in close proximity to you, watching you receive this generous amount of money, feeling like they are bigger than you in one aspect or the other, like I have more experience, or I've been here longer, or I have a bigger share in the market, or whatever. So them feeling like they deserve this generous amount because they usually have the biggest market share or something. They've been there longer or whatever, but they are watching this money being flowing to your pocket. Okay, so they're in quite close proximity to you. Maybe these are people comparing themselves to you, close proximity doesn't have to be work. It could also be friends and family members as well. You know, thinking like they deserve it now that you've taken it. You know, they deserve to take a lot of what you're getting. Them being close proximity to you. The Moon card, then you've got the Magician. Who are these people? People who you would have never imagined. Because both the Moon card and the Magician have an aspect of not seeing, then seeing. So the Moon card is like, you can't see ahead. Maybe you've had an inkling about it before, but you wouldn't see them necessarily doing something like that. Also, the Magician is like, now you don't see it, now you do. So there's something about you couldn't see that coming from these people. It's people that you wouldn't suspect, but here they are. Not too happy with how instantaneous this came to you, and equally instantaneously they're changing. So that's as much as I really can get from your cards. It's not something that you will be seeing coming, but whoever this person is, you can see here with the yods, the hands of God are with you. The universe is there taking care of you. No one's going to be able to take anything that is yours. Yeah. Also, it looks to me that you are going to be bold and dropping a lot of things behind you that no one thought you would ever be dropping, and only taking what resonates with you in this new phase. So one of the things that are going to hinder these people from trying to take something that's not theirs is your power to say, oh, really? Well, then I don't want these things. I'm only going to take what matters to me. That's going to be a great shock, leaving behind valuable things that others would never imagine you'd leave behind. And you're thinking, oh, if it's going to go like that, I don't want these things. I'm only taking what's important to me. You can enjoy all these things. Goodbye. So yeah, you're making better choices. You're feeling empowered because of the money that's coming in and the success also that's coming in. So as you can see here, the Tiwaz rune is all about being responsible, doing the right thing, being committed, sense of duty. So that is very strong in your month, in your energy this month. You're really very focused. You are putting in a lot of hard work. It's really showing with all the great abundance that's coming in. And you're being resilient, again, with the Ewaz rune. You're really being resilient and working hard towards whatever is important to you. Not only that, you're not left alone. There's a large community here that will love working with you, will be on the same page as you, and you will enjoy this month a wonderful connection with them. Overall, although it's hard work with the sacral chakra, you will enjoy the work. It's not going to be just arduous without any joy. It is arduous, but a lot of things could be arduous but very enjoyable. Like, yeah, it's contradicting, but it's true. Like, sometimes there is a particular meal that is quite arduous, but as you do each little step, you're enjoying every single one of them. It's a bit complicated where you don't want to leave it because you're enjoying the process, you're enjoying the dopamine hits, you're enjoying the singular projects to put it all together. But at the same time, thinking about how many steps it's going to take to get you there could be the arduous part. So yeah, you're really enjoying the month and the work and the connection and everything. And who are these people? Look, I saw the green one, so I am going to take it. Who are these people that you are working with this month? So you've got, are you kidding me? This pile is, it's all about money here. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I mean, do I rest my case now? You've got marriage, okay. You've got, so for some of you, it could be your spouse working in close proximity with you. It's not necessary, but it's there. You do have, a strong connection here in the 7th house. So this could be representing anyone dear and close to you, working hard alongside with you. People who are committed to you. So these could be actually your clients, people who have committed to your service or product. That could be like subscription. They want your product every month. or you are their supplier as a service provider or anything like that, like contractual, I want to say, with marriage. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Yeah, I definitely feel when it comes to your community, these people are foundational. They're on your path through and through. So these are like clients who will be there the whole time, not just a one-time client. These could be team members that are there until something is built. These could be the clients that you have a contract with, right? So yeah, these people, they're very loyal to you for sure. And last but not least, you've got fair men, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this reminds me of the idea of white men and how it's known that they have the luckiest chances of succeeding, not necessarily, but it's known. It's not necessarily something that everyone agrees on, but it is an opinion. I'm just telling you where I'm getting this intuitive hit from. And so, since the reading is specifically pointing out towards fair man, I'm thinking that you have a lot of privilege, or we're asking about people, it's the other way around. The people that are working with you have a lot of privilege. So these could be like multinational companies, and the privilege is they support you with a lot of power, other than the money coming in, reputation, protection from several things, as you create connections there, for example, or they can assist you with their service providers and so on. And so there are some steps that you don't have to take that could be dangerous. And so I'm trying to say, or privilege in terms of the opinions of society towards them. Like, for example, if they are pleased, then people respect them. And that's the right opinion. For example, experts. So if they are choosing your product, then most likely, or your service, then most likely it is the best out there. So yeah, privileged people for sure. People who have contractual relationships with you or tied with you with regards to your work. People like team members also, or market share that is with you through and through. And it's leading to a lot of wealth, I see. People who, by the way, we were asking who are these people. These are people who pay well, or are like known to have huge market share or something, for sure. These are the people who will lead you to having a lot of money, it seems, this month. Or these could be also investors. Really, anyways, before we end your reading, your amazing reading this month, I want to pull out 3 cards as your guidance for this month, since there's a lot going on. I feel guidance, all these cards, okay. I feel guidance is the right thing to do here. All right, so you've got the Emperor. You're very new to this position. Act like it, although you're new. Get into your chair, it's yours, be comfortable, it seems. Own it right away. It's okay to be new at something, new at this new position, or this new position of success. Own it. Sit in the chair and be it. Fill your chair. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Your guidance here is there's a lot to learn in this new stage of your life. So stay open-minded and curious, allowing new information to come in, even if they oppose old ones that you've already known about or tried, your tried and true information. Then staying open does not mean you necessarily have to believe in the new information that oppose the old, but it means being able to hold these 2 thoughts at the same time, these 2 ideas at the same time, and challenge them against each other and research more, because you might find out sometimes that one doesn't negate the other. Sometimes they're just the right information for the right time or the right process. So remain open-minded and see what works at what time, at all times. And you've got the 4 of Pentacles. It's interesting. I feel like there's constantly people around you who will be sad about how less they're getting than you. I'm seeing something along the lines of, especially with the Four of Pentacles, this is yours. This is your hard-earned money. You deserve this. You worked hard for this. You don't celebrate it. And you don't have to feel guilty over anything. Is it good to feel empathetic? Of course. But at the same time, keep what is yours, is what I'm seeing. Keep what is yours. Oh, also, this could be another thing, by the way. This could be, don't forget to give a bit to those who are in need when you have a lot. Yeah, don't forget that. Never forget to give those in close proximity who are in need. And these do not contradict each other. There's a difference between not feeling guilty about something and to know that your money is something that you deserve, and to only give when your heart realizes that you should give, and not out of guilt, is what I'm trying to say. Not out of guilt, but out of pure compassion. And you should always be compassionate to those who need the help, not out of feelings of obligation because others around you are making you feel guilty. Eight of Swords in the background of the Eight of Wands. There's huge guidance here when it comes to your mindset. So this is a month that requires you to be speedy. It requires you to be quick and on your feet, nimble. So don't let your mind keep you stuck in place. And always remind yourself that if you start telling yourself things like, oh, I can't do it, I don't know how to do it, oh, I'm so scared, I'm so shocked, that these things are not true. Validate them initially and then go, right, what are we going to do about that? Keep the energy flowing. What can we do to make it move? This is a question that always allows you to move forward instead of staying stuck in place, which is definitely what the energy that is required from you this month. Oh, there's your strength card. This is a month, especially in the month of August with the lion here, where there's a particular, I don't want to say hiccup, but there is a whole huge grasp on you in some area of your work and success. And it requires you to be absolutely resilient, which I do see you will be, in order to take yourself out of this bottleneck or out of this thing that has a huge hold on you. So it could be, it's a phase of your success where you need to figure out the right suppliers, and maybe it's creating a lot of problems when it comes to your orders. You have to handle your clients and tell them a realistic deadline, showing them your process, where it's going, so that they are with you and they feel safe. But at this, these are just examples. But yeah, there is a specific thing this month that is holding you tight, needs your attention. And so don't give up. Stay focused and strong in pulling yourself out of this stuck point. And where I would usually tell you with the strength card, don't do things by force. This time, with this specific strength card, I am going to tell you, put all of your force to try to unstuck yourself from this situation as much as possible while doing the right thing, obviously. Yeah, put all of your force this month. Don't distract yourself. Put all of your force to take yourself out of this situation. And last but not least, with the High Priestess in the Justice card, remain true to yourself. Do the right thing at all times. Do what resonates with you at all times. And this is really the true key to your success, that from being here to really being up on the top. And up on the top, it's a different ballgame. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your August 2026 predictions, and these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. Ooh, these moved. Let me pull this one, or these two out, I guess. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. Also, as you can see on the far right, there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to give you a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. So that's the plan. Very quickly, your crystal is the beautiful ooh, look at that. Is the beautiful bumblebee Jasper. And some of you have picked this pile using this particular strength card. It is not your significator card. Some of you have picked your piles using zodiac signs or spirits pick. If you're interested in any of these, you'll find that I put the timestamps for them in the description box as well as the pinned comment. Okay, let's get straight into it. And now what's left is for us to cast your runes onto your astrological houses. Okay, let's get straight into it and see. My dear pile number 2, what can you expect in the month of August 2026? What can pile number 2 expect in their month of August 2026, please? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let's pull out the ones that are not touching the chart. There we go. And let's see what you have. We definitely have a lot of runes between the 9th and the 10th house. But yeah, so you've got the Laguz rune in the 5th house. You've got the Berkana rune in the 5th house as well. In the 6th house, you've got the Fehu rune. This is really good. Okay, very favorable rune. Now, to get to the juicy part, in the 9th house, you've got the Peroth rune. 9th house is definitely talking about something destined to happen this month in the 9th house. New adventure or something. All right, like the month is definitely taking you on a ride. Between the 9th and the 10th, you've got the Nothi's rune. Between the 9th and the 10th, again, you've got the Isa rune. And between the 9th and the 10th, yeah, you've got a lot of runes between the 9th and the 10th. You've got the Thurisaz rune. Very, very interesting. Yeah, they are very homogeneous in the message they're giving. Anyways, between the 11th and the 12th house, you've got the Yera rune. Interesting. Okay, wonderful. Let's now put your chart carefully to the far right so that we have ample space for your cards throughout this reading. Let's keep that here. And there we go. I think it's best to place it a bit like this. There we go. All right, let's now take a look at your oracle cards. You've got the Enneagram, the Independent. Now that's starting to make sense. Like that absolutely tied everything together that I've been seeing in your runes. Okay, your own money. Interesting. Okay, I love this for you. Your own money, or it doesn't have to be work, really. It has to do with a particular goal that you have, right? Anyways, the Independent, and the keywords here are self-employed, entrepreneur, freelance, self-taught, self-sustained, the freedom of contract. Now, you might be listening to your reading right now and going, I don't think this is my pile. I don't think there is anything of this sort on the horizon. I would say, have an open mind, because with the Peroth rune in the 9th house, I'm seeing it as a form of surprise. Something is destined to happen, and so when it's destined, we're not always aware that something is going to happen, and you're going on a new adventure that you didn't expect. And it looks to me from your cards, I'm just going to trust the cards and the runes and everything, it looks like you're going to go solo, or you're going to be maybe like things like freelancer, start your own project, leave your company and do your own thing. Yeah, something like that. At least that's my early impression of looking at your cards. Let's take a look at the rest of your oracle cards. So you've got scam under the category of difficult event. And the keywords here are embezzlement, corruption, fraud, theft, swindle, as well as dishonesty. So we'll see what this is trying to say. Let's take a tea leaf because we have space for it. Sun, happiness and well-being. I love this for you. Okay. You've got the throat chakra with isolation, independent. I feel like you're moving away from something. All right. You've got start new life. I mean, that's exactly it. Isn't it crazy how the runes and the different cards from different decks are giving the same meaning? Wow. Start new life. Actually, I need the space. I think I'm going to put it like this. You've got criminal organization. This is not the first time you're getting scam, criminal, or theft. Be careful, my dear pile number 1, because you see the cards are tied together to this purple. Purple, in my opinion, could be the crown chakra. So maybe this is a month where you really need to trust your instincts, trust your own thoughts about something. Even if everyone tells you, no, don't worry. And you're like, I don't know, but I am worried. Trust your instincts, because you could be right. Doesn't it look like a balloon that's inflating the suit? Maybe you have someone trying to inflate your ego this month as well. What does that say? I can't read it. What? Hold on. What does that say? I can't read it. I really tried. It's not clear. Anyways, maybe we're not meant to see it. You've got goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Amazing. What's up with this month? A lot of people, I'm noticing from the first pile and the second pile, a lot of money coming in, which is great. And you can even see it here with the Fehurun July. So perhaps something started last month that is increasing your wealth. Interesting. Lily, spiritual love. Okay. And marriage. Strong partnership with someone this month. Or maybe you're getting married. Okay. Something about marriage this month. Someone, maybe you're attending a wedding or something. Anyways. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. Yeah, there's a celebration. I think some of you might be attending a wedding this month. It's a big deal, it seems, for some of you. Maybe it's like your sibling getting married or something. But it's there. Three of Cups. It's a part of the energy of this month. You've got the Queen of Swords. I see a lot of planning as well this month. You've got the Temperance card. Seven of Wands. You're not afraid. And the Strength card. You're feeling very powerful. Let's take it bit by bit and see what this is trying to say for you, my dear pile number 2. So let's talk about the big elephant in the room here of your new start, new beginning. So this is a month where it seems you're going solo. We can see it here. Look, Isa could also be independence, by the way. the Isa rune could also be independence. But anyways, the Isa rune is all about putting something temporary or going after something, although you don't know where it's going to take you, you have the faith and you keep going. And it usually means that you are moving towards your treasure. And so looking at that, as well as the faith rune where you're going on a new adventure, as well as the Thurisaz rune, which is a rune all about the destruction of something, but it's also renewal. Like when you get scratched by the thorns of a flower, in a way it hurts you, but it also regenerates your skin collagen and makes your skin healthier. So from that sense, I feel like you're doing something that seems to be difficult. I see you're going independent this month, and you're taking on, and especially that it's falling under the 10th house as well, which is the house of career, accomplishments, work as well. And we've got work in the 6th part of the meanings of the 6th house is also work. So yeah, I feel like they're tying everything together. It looks like you're going on a new path on your own this month when it comes to your work. It does not necessarily mean that you have to like leave your company and start your own thing, although it's highly probable. It could mean different things. Maybe this is the month where you start your own thing on the side. Or maybe this is the month where you stop working within a team in your company to finish up a project and go, no, I need to do this project on my own. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave your work. It could really hold different meanings to different people. It depends on how this is going to resonate with you or play out in your life. But I definitely I see something along the lines of you're going independent. Maybe you're going to keep your job, but you're thinking, you know what, I can provide these services as a freelance myself, and it is going to support me a lot financially. So I'm going to put my services out there. I'm going to say, hey, I'm great at, I don't know, filling your taxes. Or I'm great at designing these things, or I'm great at creating a marketing plan, and so on and so forth. So you're putting your services out there as a professional, and you do realize throughout the month with the Nothis rune and the Thurisaz rune that it's not so easy. Does it mean that you're going to give up? No, especially that money is going to be coming in. A lot of money is going to be coming in this month. So, and on the financial front, you're going to be very happy. But it looks to me like you are going to have a bit of a pushback here. Pushback of others trying to scam you, prevent you, stop you from starting this new life. So for example, you can have a manager say, oh, if you do your own thing, I'm going to feel like you're too busy now to be focused on the company, or that you have an agenda of your own. I'm not going to be able to give you the big projects anymore. They're trying to lie to you. They can't do that. The scam here, criminal organization, it seems like whatever these people are doing, they can't do. It's illegal. What they're doing is illegal. Another way is to sometimes inflate your ego with the throat chakra, speak words of affirmation to you. Oh, you're the best one in the team here. We were just thinking you are going to be the best leader moving forward. We don't want the leader doing other things, but there's no one else in this company like you. So I do see a scam going on here. Does it mean that you're going to necessarily fall for it? To be honest, if this 7 of Wands wasn't here, I would have perhaps told you, be careful. It looks like you're likely to fall into it. So be mindful. You can always change your energy. That's what the cards are here to do, show you the energy of today so that you can change anything that you don't like. It's there to empower you. It's not there to make you feel helpless. The only thing that I want to say, quote in, quote out, a bit out of your hands is the energy of the Peroth rune. And Peroth, the destiny rune, means that there are some things outside of your control that are going to happen, leading you to maybe lean towards one decision or the other, or maybe sometimes even forced to take one decision. or the other. So many things are changing in your month, in your life this month. Maybe this natural changes in the cycle of life. In all cases, you're meant to start a new page, a new life. Maybe this is talking about how specific restrictions are going to happen on your path ahead, leading you to jump into this conclusion and say, you know what? This is the right, wise thing to do. And it is, obviously. And you're going to start a new life and you're going to be very happy with it. This new life is going to start. And maybe you might even, these turbulent waters might even start in July, or maybe this happens through motivation, and the motivation of life is pushing you towards an August of being independent. Whatever this is, it's definitely leading to financial abundance here. I see that your hard work with the 6th house is leading to increase in wealth, right? So on that aspect, you're doing great, you're very happy. But from the other aspect that I've been discussing with you, I feel like because you're moving, you're becoming independent and hard to control, becoming too powerful. All these people can do, although they're much smaller than you, is try to fool you, distract you. Do you see how this looks like? Try to distract you. They find you too powerful for them, so they try to do little things to make you lean to the other side, or make your power leaner and kinder so that they are able to control you better. But are they really able to fool you or control you? No, but they are definitely able to irritate you. Like, imagine an ant biting the lion. At best, it's irritating, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not an expert. So what I'm seeing here is their thoughts of enough annoying, enough irritation, pushback, lying, for sure, lying, changing facts, trying to take your new life from you are definitely aspects that I see in your reading here. Don't fall for it, is what the cards are showing. Celebrate your new beginning. Don't let the little who want to seem bigger than they are be placed in a place bigger than they are. Allow the little annoyances to happen. Don't fall for their tricks, because they're not so smart after all. They're just using the tools that they have, which worked on many people who allowed themselves to release their power in order to be controlled. But really, you are the one in control here. And you can see here, I do see you actually pushing back and going, no. I do see you celebrating your hard work. And in fact, speaking of hard work, this particular Knight of Pentacles shows that you've been consistent and working hard previously, and this is a month that's going to be paying back. And that's not it. There's so much of where that came from, is what I want to say. Everywhere. You're going to be abundant with money. You're going to stand out for sure. So continue to do what you do and don't let other people stand in your way. Right. The reason I feel like you're going to be able to begin something new this month seems to be around how you're very creative in your expression. We can see that in the throat chakra card, which is about expression, self-expression. And we can even see it in the 5th house. It's the house of creativity, passion, play, right? Confidence as well. The Laguz rune is kind of like creativity as well, because it's the rune of water, things flowing, and creativity also. So creativity in the house of creativity is like an explosion of creativity this month. The Berkana rune is a rune of fertility and new beginning. Again, we can see with this new beginning, you become your own leader, you become your own decision maker, your own representative. And so you get to make the choices and the decisions that resonate with you. And with that comes a splurge of huge creativity, is what I'm definitely seeing. This is a month, although, yes, you are getting a lot of money, but when it comes to what you're trying to achieve, is not achieved yet. But I see with the Temperance card, you're alchemizing something. Stick with that energy, because with this alchemization, you are destined to reach somewhere great. You can even see it here with the Yera rune in the 11th and the 12th house. You're going to be getting a lot of harvest towards your hard work. Why? Because you're aligned to your true north as you go independent this month. And you're also going to be seeing a lot of rewards when it comes to the people who gather around you in the 11th house. They're really going to love what you are bringing to the table, your creativity, what you're presenting. So that's going to be very exciting. Does it mean that it's not going to be a month full of challenges? It definitely is, just so you know. But it's nothing that you cannot handle in any way, shape, or form. At best, I would say many, many irritations. And if you don't allow these irritations to push you to choose comfort, then you'll be well on your way to achieving massive things in your life. And that's how you're meant to alchemize this energy. I see with spiritual love that it takes time. Allow this energy to happen. This is not like against you, but it's meant to make you grow spiritually. You are on your true north at the end of the day. And so these irritations are are pricking at you so that you are irritated enough to grow out of your shell. And that is going to be much needed, it seems, moving forward in your life and with regards to the great things that you are going to be achieving later on. But yeah, other than the irritations, there are so many positive things that are going to make you happy. You're going to feel a sense of well-being because there's a sigh of relief that you get to be your own person, do your own thing, get paid for it, feel powerful and strong. Your capability to sit down and plan for what you want to do, like plan for your own future, plan for your own project, plan for your own customer base, a plan for your own success, and so on. See, so you're very empowered. The power is in your hand this month, and you're making all the different plans needed to make sure that you succeed in this new endeavor that you are taking on. And it looks like it's going to take you somewhere marvelous moving forward. We'll see in the next few months where this is taking you. But so far, that is what I see. So something's starting here in July, at least spiritually. Maybe you feel excitement to do something in July. Or maybe you hear about something that inspires you to do something else. So it's destined in the form of being inspired to do something rather than your life actually pushing you to do something. Maybe you have a lot of pressure, and so in that way you're thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I don't deal with this pressure anymore? Why am I keeping up with this? Why aren't I doing my own thing? Yeah, so you're really inspired this month, in the month of July, to move towards your true north. Yeah, through inspiration, through the energy of love. You really want to do something. And listen with all the purple here. Listen to your thoughts. Yeah, follow it. And you do have an inkling that these people are in fact trying to scam you. And it's great. I see you pushing back, going, no, that's not allowed. You can't do that. You are stronger than them, and that's what the Seven of Wands suggests in any case, that you're standing on a higher ground. And so at the end of the day, there's nothing that they can do. Okay, last but not least, I want to actually not last, because we want to look at guidance as well, but I just want to see why you have that marriage and celebration going on in your pile this month. I mean, it must be very important. Maybe there's a lot of energy into preparing for a particular marriage or something. Or maybe this is your own marriage. In that case, congratulations. Let's see what it is. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, 5 of Pentacles. It's like maybe someone here is taking the egg from the chicken. So maybe a child is getting married. That's why it's so important here. And you're like crying happy tears. No, don't take my daughter or son from me. So it's there for someone here, right? What else could this be? The Tower card. You keep feeling like someone came and took someone dear from you. And you're like, no, don't take this person from me. What's going on? Maybe it's your best friend getting married this month, a sibling, a child, obviously this person means a lot to you, and it feels like a loss, I want to say, feeling like this person is getting married. I'm so sorry about that. What else? Four of Pentacles. Oh, this looks like excuse me, sorry about that. The employer and an employee like getting, maybe this is like a wedding at work or with your managers getting married. It's like important because it's also official in some way. It doesn't have to be, of course, but with the Four of Pentacles, where the money is coming from, maybe this is a client getting married, a manager getting married, a team member, a colleague getting married, something like that for some of you. So these are the different energies that I see here when it comes to this wedding and why it's important in the energy of this month. Okay, are you going to enjoy the wedding? The High Priestess. I can't tell. Maybe I'm not allowed to know, or maybe there are so many things that are going to happen yet that will be revealed that might change your opinion. Maybe you are gonna like it. Okay, so last but not least, we want to take a look at your guidance. My dear pile number 2, what is your guidance in the month of August 2026? Because you do have a lot of things going on. So you've got the Knight of Cups, and I heard this, although it's not a trumpet, I heard there's an announcement. So Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Three of Wands, Five of Wands. Look at the roosters all over the reading. And let's take this one, the High Priestess. Well, here it shows up again. All right, so let's start with this one because it's very clear. There's something about, again and again, a fight of ego. The only way these scammers are going to fool you is through your ego. Didn't we say that from the very beginning? The inflation here, they're going to inflate your ego. We noticed that in the beginning. The only way they can fight you through this is through fighting your ego. And so always stay true to yourself. Don't try to impress anyone. Don't try to prove yourself. Don't try to fall for their egotistical schemes, because then you're pulled to their fight that they know how to win well. So stay true to what is important for you. This way you avoid their scams completely. So that's the first thing. Second guidance that I see here, true north. Be very focused on your vision. You keep getting that. Be very focused on your vision. And in order to do that, you need to plan well, because then the lens becomes clear on where you want to go exactly and what you want to do. Don't go just by heart, which is very important. Like, I feel I need to go in this direction, which is great. That's your compass. But your telescope is the planning. Yeah, I want to go in that direction because fill in the blanks. This is where I want to be at in a year's time. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to avoid. This is what I want to be seen as or presented as. This is how I want my reputation to be. This is how I'm going to make these things happen. By month 1, I'll be done with this. By month 2, I'll have this ready. By month 3, I can launch. By month 4, I'll follow up, and so on and so forth. So you want to have a clear vision with the Three of Wands and how you want to move forward. That's one of the important things about your month of August. Page of Cups. This particular Page of Cups is in an apothecary, and you can see a new trainee in the apothecary. So I would say, although it's not the Page of Pentacles, I would definitely say stay true to learning. Page of Cups, you're very attuned to your creativity for sure with the Page of Cups. You've got all this creative energy, just like the Fool, that you may not know how to channel yet, how to make the best use of. So while it's very important to leave your intuition open and not restricted and allow all of this creative force to come out, you also want to simultaneously learn how to make the best use out of that beautiful, intuitive, creative energy that is coming out of you. So stay open to learning from the experts, from the best, as you allow yourself to be authentic in your creativity. And last but not least, there's something about the announcement here with what I saw as a trumpet initially. So there's something about love here with the Knight of Cups and the marriage card and the celebration. There's a lot of news about love and marriage and a new life with someone. That at the end of the day, with the Knight of Cups, you're going to feel for these two lovebirds or love fish. Yeah, it's going to be taking a lot of your energy this month, or I want to say your heart, not necessarily your energy, your heart. So your guidance with the Knight of Cups is your guidance with the Knight of Cups in this situation, what would it be? Let me think. Oh, arrival, welcoming. Be welcoming, yeah. Some energies are not so easy to deal with, but at the end of the day, we got to support our loved ones. It may not be, it's like bittersweet, you know? So lean more towards the sweet and be welcoming and create a beautiful environment and follow your heart in that aspect of enjoying your time in this beautiful event that is happening this month. So maybe you want to ask, just before I finish the reading, who's getting married here? Are you allowed to know who's getting married? Two of Swords. I feel like it's someone who you're connected with every day, someone who's got your back, someone who's maybe gives you safety. That's probably why. Someone who gives you safety, someone who's got your back. And it doesn't mean that this person, as they get married, they no longer have your back. They will have your back through and through. Ten of Swords is like they don't see anything other than that. They have a lot of faith in having your back. So that's never going to change. They'll always be there. So celebrate them with great love. It is their month of happiness and celebration. So, and yours too, by the way. So make sure you celebrate them. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your August 2026 predictions. Oh, look at it. We've got 3 cards here. All right. And these are the cards that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Oh, wow. In the description box, right under the section of the timestamps. And on the far right, as you can see, there is an empty chart of astrological houses. Thanks. In which I'll be, and this one moved as well, so I'll take it. In which I'll be casting some runes on in just a moment to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Oh, look at this green one standing out. Let's take it. Your crystal is the beautiful Amazonite. And some of you have chosen this pile through this particular strength card. It is not your significator card. Some of you have chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, and some of you chose your pile using Spirit's choice. It is actually this pile. So if at any point during the next readings you want to pick your piles using any of these choices, you'll always find the timestamps for them down in the description box. Okay, so let's get straight into it. These are tarot cards, obviously, so let's keep them there. And we'll start off by casting your runes. Right. So What can pile number 3 expect in their month of August, please? What can pile number 3 expect in their month of August? Right, so 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let's take the ones outside of the circle and explore what runes you have for this month. Okay, so between the 6th and the 7th house, right there, you've got the rune, the Isa rune. Okay. Between the 2nd and the 3rd, you've got the Tiwaz rune. In the 10th house, you've got 2 runes. Actually, before we get there, in the 12th house, you've got a blank new rune. That's very interesting. We'll see what this means in just a moment. And in the 10th house, you've got 2 runes. You've got, nice, you've got the Kanaz rune, very nice. And you've got the Yewaz rune. Okay, wonderful. Let's pick it up carefully and put it to the corner so that we have more space for the rest of your cards. There we go. This way you can see your runes. All right, let's now take a look at your oracle cards. So first 2 that popped out were the impatient, and the card was indeed impatient. So you've got the throat chakra card with the keyword impatience. This is what it looks like. Okay. I feel like you have divine guidance on pursuing something, stepping up to pursue something. Impatience suggests that I feel like you're gonna feel an urge almost to begin something. Now I get it because you've got the blank rune in the 12th house to start pursuing your divine purpose, I would say. And you've got your ancestors and divine energy really helping you pull it off. I feel like you're taking a step this month, stepping up to getting in touch with that. I love this for you. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, you also have the camera. Now, I could be wrong, but maybe with cinematography, maybe you're an editor or you're a photographer or a videographer or a content creator. It doesn't have to be, it could really be talking about taking records of everything that you do, but just an initial idea. I could be wrong. Okay, like maybe you're gonna be taking some shots, or taking some shots at something could be attempts, taking actual attempts at something towards your north node. All right, you have mathematics. So I feel like with your divine purpose, I could be wrong, but my impression is it could either do with math, very literal, but at least it seems to me like it requires a lot of intelligence. Because with math, you can't just learn something by heart and go and pour it into the exam. It's one of those subjects that you purely have to understand what's going on, otherwise you're not going to make it. Because in other subjects, sometimes some students would not understand some of the things that they're learning, and so they would say, all right, I really don't get that part. I don't have time. I'm just going to learn this particular part by heart, even though I understand everything else, and I'm just going to answer it when I see it in the exam. But with math, you really can't do that. I mean, the only thing you would learn by heart is the equation. Other than that, like specific equations, and even then, it's very hard to learn all these things if you don't understand the equation itself. But in general, with math, you really have to understand the subject very well in order to pass. And so this is why I'm saying, when it comes to your divine purpose that you're stepping up towards this month, I feel like there is a lot of intelligence / / technical skills or something needed, like a lot of expertise. This could be expertise, a lot of intelligence. Maybe you are an engineer, or you're so good at doing something technical, computers, perhaps that's another thing. AI, I don't know. All these are possibilities, but at the end of the day, I see something. There's a lot of intelligence going into it. You've got week in the near future. So whenever you see this, perhaps you're going to be starting this in a week or the first week of August. Like, this is very soon. So this is the Enneagram week with the keywords in the near future, shortly, soon, nearly, almost, before long. Okay? So yeah, you're about to step into your divine purpose. You can see the runes in the 10th house. How did I forget that are absolutely highlighting this situation. The Kanaz rune is the rune of light. So knowledge, enlightenment, right? You're the torch. You're leading a path with clarity and light here. And then you've got the Yewaz rune with the horse. So it feels like you're moving with a lot of clarity or leading with clarity. And this is becoming your focus, it seems. And this is not the 10th house. My apologies. That's even deeper. Hold on. My apologies. This is the 11th house. It's not the 10th house. So this more particularly means that you're leading a lot of people. Since it's in the 11th house, the Awaz here means partnership, trust, loyal. You're leading a community or a lot of people who trust you, who trust your vision, who trust your expertise, right? They can see that you're so good at this, it must be your divine purpose, and indeed it is. So yeah, it doesn't have to be your work, since it's not in the 10th house, but you do have the Isa rune in the 6th house, which could also indicate work, not necessarily. It could be the building the foundation of something with the 6th house, right? So we'll look at it this way. You're building a foundation to something. You're really moving towards your divine purpose this month. You're leading so many others who are, okay, so in that case, the camera people observing, watching you. I could have been right about social media, but not necessarily. Maybe this is just a lot of people recording or watching your discoveries and so on. Yeah, it's something that would have otherwise been very complicated, but you're making it understandable, right? And you've got the Enneagram, selfless love. So in that case, I don't know if this is your work or not, but I'm starting to deviate away from the fact that it is your work, at least for now. And it's more like you're doing an act of love towards humanity and your community, service to humanity. Yeah, you're really doing it from the heart because you want to help others, and you can't wait with impatience to get into it. Wow, I love this energy. Okay, so you've got the cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. I love this. I feel like you have divine forces standing so closely to you, protecting you this month as you go about your North Node, protecting you from any negative forces, even ones that you do not see, so that you're able to pursue this. Wow. Okay, you've got the Enneagram past, and both are temporary. Past gives me an impression that maybe you tried to do this in the past. Yesterday, memory, story. Maybe it's a long-held memory. You've always thought about this in the past, perhaps. Yeah, something like that. I feel like, okay, I'll get to that in a moment. Memory, story, ended. So maybe something, you started it before, it ended before, and now you're going to start it again. Old times, you see, remembrance. So for a lot of you, it could either be something that you started before, you tried to do before, maybe you couldn't because you were busy with work, or there weren't the resources that you needed back then. You didn't have, the resources that you needed back then, or anything like that. Or it could simply be something that you've been thinking about in the past, and you're thinking, you know what, I can do this now. It's interesting. I'm seeing something around 10, 11, 12, 13. And the pi is 14. Wow. 3.14. So I don't know, maybe something around 10 to the 14th of the month. And then with the cobweb, you're building something. It could also be representing the interweb, yeah? These are all there. And I was going to say with the Tiwaz rune in the second house. So the second house is like the body, right? Not necessarily, but looking at the combination of the second house and the Tiwaz rune, which is all about responsibility and duty and doing the morally correct thing, putting in the effort. Seeing body and effort, I'm imagining you putting in a lot of effort towards this month. Okay, yeah, you can even see it here with the Isa rune in the sixth house. You're starting something, it's vague, you don't know where it's taking you, but you're consistently putting in that work anyways this month. I love this for you. It looks to me like you're starting the foundation this month, looking at the details and everything like that. All right. You also have dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Okay. You've got marriage. If I told you that this particular card popped up in the 3 piles, you wouldn't believe me. And it's like a huge deck. So I don't know what's up with the marriage card this month. Maybe this is a partnership. You're going to partner with someone. Maybe you're going to a wedding this month. Maybe someone here is getting married. Congratulations. But yeah, it's there. You know, the summer is a season of weddings, so I wouldn't be really surprised. Maybe you're preparing for a wedding this month, to go to a wedding or anything like that. Yeah, the carriage. There's a wedding here. Wow. So a journey, either physical or mental. This could be a royal wedding in your country. Again, just a guess. Doesn't have to be that at all. But it really could be with the carriage and the marriage card. How can I do this? Actually, we can do this. Or maybe you are getting married to someone who treats you like a princess or a queen or a king or a prince. You know what I mean? Yeah, someone who's treating you with a lot of honor. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Six of Pentacles. Lovely. That's also been a general energy that I've been seeing through and through in this reading this month, of a generous amount of money coming in. So that's there. So think of this. I don't see any other things that show more. So I'm going to say with the Six of Pentacles, it's a generous amount coming in this month. So think of it as, like, for example, revenue from stocks or bonds, or revenue from an investment that you put in. Or maybe this is like you've lent someone some money before, you forgot about it and they're giving it back to you. It could be an inheritance for some of you. In any case, I do see a good, nice amount of money coming into you this month. You've got the Three of Pentacles. You're hitting a wall this month, and it's pushing you to think outside of the box. We'll explore that in just a moment. You've got the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely hitting a wall in some aspect this month. Not sure what it is. We'll ask, because I'm trying to see if there's anything here. To be honest, I'm not seeing any walls being hit looking at your runes. Oh, the Tiwaz is also in conjunction with the third house as well. So we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, you're hitting a wall. I'm not sure what it is. We'll ask in just a moment, or perhaps the cards are going to clarify themselves. Wow, Nine of Pentacles. I told you, it's falling right under the Six of Pentacles cards. There is a generous amount of money coming in for you, my dear pile number 3 this month. I love this for you. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, didn't I tell you guys you're hitting a wall and it's pushing you this month to begin something, take on an opportunity this month? If I were to guess, this is what you're doing here, the new path. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, that definitely brings in perspective. And yeah, you know, Pile number 2, what I'm about to tell you here had a very similar energy. So if you want to check pile number 2, I highly recommend it. I'll tell you what I'm seeing right now here. Wow, King of Pentacles. No, you are getting a huge amount this month for sure. Again, falling right here. This is a huge amount of money coming in this month that you're going to be very pleased with. Yeah. And you've got the 5 of Swords. So what's going on here? So like I told you, it seems like perhaps this is talking about your work, maybe. It seems like this month you are thinking, I've hit a wall. Like, hitting a wall doesn't necessarily mean that it's a terrible situation. Hitting a wall simply means that that's the best that this situation can give you, right? So maybe this is actually a great thing. I'll tell you why. Because looking at the combination of your cards, and I don't think you're similar to pile number 2, I changed my mind about that at all. Here's a different story. Hitting a wall means, for example, you getting a great position this month with a great salary, very happy with that. But then you think to yourself, uh-oh, that's as far as I can get in this company / field / business or something. Like, that's the best that it can give me. And although you're here obviously making a good amount of money, it's also at the same time with the 5 of Swords making you struggle a lot. Why is it making you struggle? 5 of Swords. Perhaps with the 5 of Swords, there is some form of bullying, like it's requiring you to do something painful. Or maybe it's mentally painful for you. As much as it is a great thing, I really feel like, oh, the fears and worries and tense situations, right? So, although with the hitting the wall situation, it's actually a good thing because it's allowing you to reach as far as the situation can possibly take you. It also brings with it a lot of fears and worries. It's very tense, I'm noticing with the 5 of Swords as well as the dagger. It's very tense. And so with all of these blockages, it pushes you this month to think out beyond this wall and to go and to start asking the what if questions. What if? What are my dreams? What is beyond this wall? Is this it? Is that the end of this? Can there be more? And that instantaneously puts you on a new path, at least in the beginning. No, not even mentally. It puts you on a new path instantly, where you're so inspired to, maybe this is like you picking up the camera, who knows, to begin doing something with the 8 of Pentacles you're such an expert at. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles, you're such an expert at. You're like, I'm so good with this, and we've seen it before with the mathematics. I'm so good at it, this thing. Maybe I can begin a new path where I do something with these skills, with the 8 of Pentacles. Do something with what I know in service to others. I feel like it opens up your heart to do this service because it says selfless love. You want to do this. And a new path begins for you this month. I see you working on it daily with the 6th house, with a lot of love looking at the 7th house. Perhaps this is why your community is going to feel it. The people who you're doing this for are going to feel this love. Or they're going to feel close to you with the 7th house. Maybe they're the ones even who are so connected to you and treating you like a princess or a prince or a king or a queen or anything like that. because they love what you are about to do. And here's the thing. You've got the Tiwaz rune in the third house. There's a lot of communication back and forth between you and your community, the new community you're building. And you're highly respected because with the Tiwaz, that's the energy of the Tiwaz rune, because you're doing the morally correct thing. It's not about money. It's not about success. It's not about anything. But you genuinely bringing your expertise to the table and wanting to do it from the goodness of your own heart. And it shows your honesty, your honesty shows. People see you as dignified. They see you as credible. And they are really loyal to you. This creates from the very beginning tight-knit, loyal community to you because they know you're doing it from the depth of your heart. They see the insides of you with the Isa rune. They can truly see your true, authentic self, Isa rune in the 7th house. And you're going to be building with them a profound relationship that cannot be broken easily, if at all. And so, wow, what a month. It's good in many, many ways, especially in the fact that you're realizing, hey, I should start this. You're happy because there's a lot of money coming in that you're going to be enjoying. You're happy because you're starting something new that you're so good at. It just brings you a lot of happiness to serve others. And if this is not internet and the camera, I mean, I could be wrong, but I could be very right also. All right, so let's take a look at this marriage thing. You know, marriage and carriage definitely reminds me of the childhood show that I used to watch. What was it called? I can't even remember. But the theme song was Love and the Marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. I haven't seen this in a million years. So let's see what doesn't go without the other here. What was his name? I can't remember, but it was so funny. So you've got the Page of Swords and the 9 of Cups. I feel like his name comes and like leaves my mind right as soon as it comes. Anyways, 9 of Cups and the Page of Swords. What is this situation? So other than a wedding, obviously, but I'm more leaning here towards you and your community. You guys go together like a horse and carriage. Why? Because the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. It's happiness. It's feeling fulfilled. It's happiness, right? And the Page of Swords is learning, clarity, right? Learning and clarity. It's also starting a new page. And these are all elements that we've been seeing here, right? Learning, doing something from the heart. Yeah, I definitely think this is talking about you and your community coming together till end do us part kind of thing. They will always be there for you, and you them. You can see it here also with the Awaz rune in the 11th house. Very spiritual. You're very spiritually connected. Yeah. And it seems to me with pasts, you're leaving this tense situation in the past here, although it's bringing you a lot of money. And that does not mean that you're going to abandon, let's say this is your work, abandon your work right away or whatever this is. It just simply means that you're putting all of this energy to the past and starting within a week a new future. These two things can be working out simultaneously together, maybe until one precedes the other. But yeah, this is, my dear pile number 3, exactly what I see in your reading and all the different energies that I see going on this month. I wish you the best of luck. Very important month for you for sure. And let's see what your guidance is on this very important month. Seeing it's very profound in different ways for the different piles. So you've got the Ace of Wands Follow your passion through and through, Ace of Wands. Listen to your fire, listen to your heart, go after what excites you. Queen of Pentacles, know that you are very abundant. Money will be pouring into you no matter where you are. That's the promise that you're getting. No matter where you go, which door you open, money will be pouring into your hands and all around you. It's going to be an extreme excess, always. And last but not least, you've got the King of Swords. Remain mentally strong. Meaning, plan things well, be strategic, and remain in the right mindset. Don't panic. As much as you can, stay away from the things that cause you any sort of tense situations whenever they occur. Remain calm as always, and with the kings being balanced, things will balance itself out. It's your mind that actually balances everything out. So yeah, remain strong and calm, centered this month. Plan things well, be strategic. It'll be a very calm month if you adopt this mindset. Also, I heard the word karma in my mind. Maybe it's a month where there is massive transformation or shifts in karma. It's shifts in karma because you're pursuing, I think, your North Node, perhaps. But in all cases, like I said, pursue your passions this month. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your August 2026 predictions. Okay, let's go again. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as always, you'll find that I list them below for you guys in the description box, right under the section of the timestamps. Okay, so on the far right, as you can see, there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. Ooh, look at these. And some of you have picked this pile using this particular strength card, although it's not your significator card. Some of you have chosen this pile using your zodiac signs. And there's also the option of picking your piles using Spirit, picking it for you, Spirit's choice. These are all different ways, and if at any point during any reading you want to use them, you'll find the timestamps for them down in the description box. Okay, so let's get straight into it and ask, what can you expect in your month of August 2026? What can you expect in your month of August? Whoa, well, we've got one in the second house. In your month of August 2026. By the way, some of you or someone here could get pregnant this month because you've got the Inguaz rune in the second house, which is the house of the body. So like a seed here. Could be a pregnancy, but it doesn't have to be at all, just an observation. Anyways, let's keep it to the side. I will be putting it back in the second house, but let's see, what can you expect in your month of August? Wonderful. We'll take the ones that are outside of the circle and put this back. Look, you've got a blank rune in the second house. Again, I feel like something new is happening for some of you. It doesn't have to be a baby. Maybe this is like something new materializing in your life, which is probably for most of you here. All right, let's take a look at your runes. You've got a rune that has that intersects the 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, and the 6th house. And that's the Nothi's rune. Interesting. Okay, you've got the Manaz rune in the 5th house. You've got the Berkana rune in the 6th house. In the 8th house, and a little bit towards the 9th house, you've got the, the Yera rune. That's interesting. And you've got the Kanaz rune in the 11th house. Wow, that is amazing. I don't know what's going on here. We'll find out in just a moment as we take a look at your cards, your oracle cards, as well as your tarot cards. So let's begin with your oracle cards first. You've got interview. So maybe some of you, the new beginning here could be a new job that's materializing for you. All right, it's there. Let's see what else interview could be showing. You've got interview. You've got the 3rd eye chakra with mysticism. Okay. Can I fit this here? No. You've got the elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Right. I'm losing my mind. This particular card, like, look how big this deck is. It's like a 200 card deck. And it kept popping up for everyone this month, in the month of August. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're getting married. In that case, congratulations. Some of you, like, you could be getting married and getting pregnant right away. So that could be there. Maybe you're attending a wedding. It's there, you know, it's the summer. A lot of people are getting married. So maybe everyone's going to a wedding. Yeah, something like that. You've got the parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay. Yeah, that could be gossip, you know. We'll see. You've got the bell with announcement. The wedding bells. Guys, maybe the parrot is like everyone's talking about the wedding. That could be another situation. It doesn't have to be gossip about you, but everyone's talking about the wedding. Everyone's talking about a wedding here. Yeah, you've got the ambition Enneagram under the category of talent. And the keywords are huge working capacity, will to succeed, competitive, great marketer, loves challenges, entrepreneurial skills. Wow. Okay. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's the Nothies right there. Home, creativity, work, maybe. Something is on hold. I mean, this could be good news. The Nothies, just so you know, is a rune of restriction. So, for example, if you're getting married, perhaps this is talking about, for example, how you are putting everything on hold to take care of that situation. This could signify a great celebration, by the way, a great announcement, a great celebration coming. It doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. And you're preparing for this great event. And so you're not at home that much. You're not working on your regular creative projects. You or the people working with you. There's something here, a new beginning. Yeah, new routine due to you have your regular routine on hold with the Nothies, and you have a new routine in the next month because of this massive big event. And I think I'm leading into that. So there's definitely a big event going on for you next month. And it's making you very excited. A lot of people are talking about it, and you are certainly putting a lot of things on hold to honor it, to enjoy it, right? So that's there. Could be a vacation, you know. Doesn't have to be a big celebration. It could be I don't think it's a vacation, because looking at the elephant here, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I think this is more of a long-term, a beginning of something that is long-term. And thus, this is why you are putting in a lot of focus towards it next month, perhaps making sure you establish it well before you go back to your regular routine. So yes, something is materializing here, something big, massive for this pile. Everyone's and their mom are talking about it. Everybody's talking about it, this big event. It's like life-changing. I'm thinking it's for you because it's in your pile. If not, then at least you're part of this big celebration or big event. All right, so yeah, and it's so important to you that you have many things on hold to make it happen. Right, so you've got the Hermit. The Queen of Swords, a lot of planning going on in the month of August. Oh, a lot of happiness, look at that. Happy tears. King of Cups. A lot of daisies. There's a lot of innocence as well in this situation. So sweet. Purity, innocence. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. You're gonna, this is your time to shine. This is your time to be very fortunate. And I see an ancestor here. This could be representing your grandmother particularly. I could be wrong, but just the feeling. Your grandmother is watching over you this month. She can see that something very fortunate is happening. And she's there by you, rooting for you. Very happy that this is happening for you. Even you're happy. Look at you crying happy tears here in a very fortunate situation. So I think the best thing to do here is to take a look at what this major event is, because I think there's a huge spotlight and highlight from your community on you. You see here, you've got the Kanaz rune, which is a rune of torch, right? Light. It's in the 11th house. So I feel like everybody's putting you, look at that. Everybody's putting you in the spotlight this month. Everybody's observing you. So maybe you are being celebrated. Like, congratulations, you graduated, congratulations. You've got this big announcement, as in like big position or big offer or something. Everybody's talking about it, and you're the one who's in the spotlight in this particular situation, for sure. So yeah, you're being put in the spotlight. It's going to result in you beginning a new journey in your life, beginning something materializing for you, and it's a new beginning in your life. But here's the thing, with the Ingwaz rune, by the way, just so you know, this means that if you don't take care of this new beginning well, which I do see you doing for sure this month, it's not going to materialize fully. Why? Because the Ingwaz rune is known to be like a seed. The potential is there, it's happening, or even like a pregnancy in the old times, where there's a baby coming, but if the mother doesn't take care of herself, if society doesn't take care of the mother, there are so many risks that could bring bad news, and it wouldn't happen. There were a lot of birth, I would say, like deaths in the past, where there weren't many successful birth rates, right? Like we have in these days. And so this is why it's so much associated with the Ingwaz rune. This is why I told you this could be birth. But in any case, whatever this is, it definitely requires a lot of attention. Just like a seed, if you don't take care of your crop or of your seed, of your plant, it's not going to thrive. I mean, you can have it growing and then a crow would eat it, or it could be infected by a fungus, or it could die off if you're not watering it well. That's the essence of the Ingwaz rune. And so whatever is beginning for you this month, my dear pile number 4, which is going to be great news, you might be surprised with what's to come, especially with the mysticism card. Maybe a part of you saw it coming, or intuitively, maybe you felt, maybe you've been getting messages about something great that's about to happen, and it starts for you this month. You are over the moon happy. everyone is happy for you. Everyone's talking to you about it. How did you feel? How did this happen? How did you succeed in making that work for you? How did this opportunity come? And people want to hear it over and over. They're proud of you. They can see how fortunate you are. You are so excited. You're crying happy tears. But if you don't do exactly what you're doing, which I don't need to like be worried about here, because you're definitely doing that and you're being very responsible with the Queen of Swords. If you don't take these measures, this long-term energy is not going to be really staying around in its best way. So putting this caveat aside, I do see you single-handedly with the Hermit, making sure that you do take charge of the situation. You're very disciplined. You're planning ahead very well. You're doing the right thing, irrespective of how you feel. Like if you don't feel like it, you're still doing it. If you feel like you wish it was more fun at some point, you're like, no, that's what I gotta do. And yeah, there's a lot of restrictions here. I see a lot of restrictions going on in order to make this work. And the restrictions are around not being at home a lot with the fourth house. Or maybe, comfort. Fourth house doesn't have to be home. Maybe you're going to be home a lot. But fourth house could also be comfort, like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone for sure. The fifth house is the house of, also could be children, not just creativity. Also fifth house is confidence. So maybe you're not comfortable with this new beginning because it's not something you're used to. And so you're not yet confident when it comes to it, and you're doing it anyway. How are you dependent but interdependent? I'm like really confused here. I think I need, because of the Manaz rune. So I really need clarification here. Are you independent or are you interdependent? Can we get more information, please? Ace of Cups. Look at the birch tree. Six of Pentacles. So maybe you are independent when it comes to you being disciplined and doing what is needed, but you have other people supporting you financially. Maybe your parents, because it's the fifth house, you could be the child here. Or you're carrying this new beginning, and so you're getting a lot of assistance, financial assistance, in order to be able to pursue that creative aspect of you that you're not comfortable in yet, right? So that's what's going on. Although you're doing it, independently, you're being assisted financially, which is great, okay. Like these could be your parents, or maybe this is a project. In this case, this is your company or your manager and an investor, making sure you are very well paid, or that you have the means and the finances to be able to pull this through. It really depends on what this is. So that makes sense now. And you have a new routine. You're so outside of your comfort zone that you put your regular routine to the side. Maybe you're restricting most of it. Some things you take with you, but all in all, you're beginning a new routine that will be very good grounds with the Berkana rune for this whole celebration, or this new beginning to go into fruition. So yeah, overall, although it's quite an uncomfortable month for you, I would definitely say, nonetheless, it is a very exciting one. It's one of those things where it's a great problem to have kind of situation. You wouldn't change this for the world. You're uncomfortable because you're trying to make sure that this great celebration, that this great fortunate thing happens in your life, goes through, well, you're very excited. You're very ambitious. So, although it's uncomfortable, you have this huge working capacity. You have this will to pull it off. Competitive, you've got all this fire in you to make sure that this actually goes through, my dear pile number 4. Okay, let's now take a look at what this huge fortunate event is. I think that's the right question to ask right now. What is this huge fortunate event that is happening for you this month, my dear pile number 4? 6 of Swords. Something is finally moving through. Could be a travel for some of you. Like maybe this is an announcement of a job abroad or another state or city, or something that was complicated that's finally moving through. You're out of something difficult. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Temperance. Temperance is manifestation, in my opinion, in the context of your reading. Something manifests finally. So you're moving towards something, trying to make things happen, something happen, and it finally manifests. It finally moves through. Knight of Pentacles. Do you see that beautiful smile on this knight's face? It's the smile of achievement. They've worked very hard towards something and they're very pleased to see it working. Wow, and you've got the 6 of Cups. You've been dreaming about this for so long with the 6 of Cups. So when it comes to your event, it's a dream that you've always had. You've been working hard towards it, but you've had a lot of messy energy around it with the 6 of Swords, like it wasn't working, it would spoil before or something, and now it's moving through. Now it is finally manifesting. It is finally happening. That's exciting. That's really exciting. In fact, since that's the case, let's read the story behind this mysticism card. It could tie everything together. So, mysticism. There we go. A woman named Aubergine. You are not to know. So, the legend. A woman named Aubergine calls on the telephone to confirm that she will be with us tonight. Yet, no woman named Aubergine has been invited. Of the 4 invited, 2 are wed and 2 are unknown. To each other, a woman and a man. Surely, if this mysterious woman were the guest of the man, she would have made it known. A woman approaches, the woman named Aubergine, the woman who will be with us tonight. What? Inspiration. It is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it is no longer necessary to fear. Yeah, just like this uninvited woman, I feel like something enters your life as a surprise. You're not expecting it. Just as a matter of fact, this month. Like, it just shows up as a matter of fact, it's happening, and you're like, what? Is this really happening for me? I mean, how did this happen? And you're like observing to see if it's actually happening for you, only to find out that it is indeed happening for you. The moment that you realize that you were indeed correct and it is happening for you is the moment you cry happy tears. You cannot believe it. Like, let's say you're waiting for a letter from the university for a scholarship or something. And you get an email from the university, but it's not so clear. You're thinking to yourself, does that mean I'm getting the letter, the scholarship letter? Does it mean that They're processing things. It's just the regular routine that they do with every email. Did I get it? What does that mean? So something happens, but you're not so sure, or they call you, tell you to come to a particular meeting, and you don't know, is this the meeting because of the scholarship, or do they just want some, it's a regular filling of paper and so on. So you open your mailbox, you receive that letter, and you can't believe it. You're like, could this be the scholarship? You open the letter and you read the first few lines 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You can't believe it. Did I read this right? Is this happening? Wait, I gotta calm down in order to read this letter. And you go over it word for word because your eyes are moving quickly past the lines, looking for whether you got it or not. And then you find that you get it, but you're not sure because you haven't read the lines clearly. So you calm down, take a deep breath, and you read it slowly, and you got the scholarship. So there's something about that going on this month. You've been trying for something. This could be a pregnancy, by the way. This could be you trying to achieve something at your work. That's another possibility. You've been trying to get a job somewhere overseas, maybe. I don't know. But it's something, it seems like it's very important to you. You've been dreaming about this for so long. And suddenly it materializes this month. You get the call, you get the email, you get the letter, you read it, and you're like, I cannot believe that this is happening. And in order to prepare for this, let's say you got to pack, you got to finish some papers, or you got to finish your research, you got to do some work, I don't know, but you're definitely preparing for this amazing moment. So how are you preparing? We've been talking about preparation through and through. What are you preparing for this month, my dear pile number 4? So 9 of Pentacles. I love this energy for you. 2 of Cups. For some of you, it could be marriage, Anyways, something finally materializing for you. 9 of Pentacles, a dream that you've always had materializing for you. For some of you, this could actually be marriage or children, an announcement of a child. 4 of Pentacles. You received a great opportunity that everyone is gawking at, that's for sure. So you've received something valuable that everybody's gawking at. Like, wow, did you see the valuable thing that pile number 4 has gotten? Wow. So a wish materializing, or you actually getting something valuable. Money, scholarship, anything like that. Wedding, children, anything else? Oh, we were looking at how you're preparing for it. Anyways, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Before I get back to what you're preparing, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, and another card. 10 of Cups. For some of you, this is something that you've lacked for such a long time. You almost felt like it wasn't going to happen, and then it does. Something that you need with the 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is what you need. So that could be the health that you need. It depends on what you need at this stage of your life. And 10 of Cups, this is what makes you happy. And so the question here would be, what brings you in life the most happiness? For some of you, this could be love. For some of you, this could be freedom. For some of you, this could be travel. I don't know. But it brings you the ultimate happiness. Now, let's reread the cards, because we were asking about what you're busy preparing, right? The cards were so good and so clear. I read them initially first as what they are. So, what are you preparing? Again, we see here, you've gotten your wish, the wish well. So, what are you preparing? And look at the spotlight being around you again. Something very fortunate happens and you're the spotlight. So what are you preparing? You're holding your wish for the very first time. and you're holding it with a lot of care. You can't believe that you have it. It's a new experience. It's wild. So you're attending to it. You're listening to every need that it requires. You're doing it with so much love. You're not going, oh, I have these errands to run. You're more like, I want to make this perfect. What do you need in this area? I'll make it done. What do you need? I'll have that done. What does it require here? I'll make sure this is done. And you're stopping everything to make sure you make it as beautiful and as perfect as it could be. And that's what you're doing here with the Five of Pentacles. You are looking for everything that it needs. And you're holding it with a lot of care and holding it for the value that it is. You understand its value. And although you have a lot of things to do and a bit of mess up, if not a lot of mess up in your regular routine, you are very happy with the Ten of Cups. The clarification here is that you're going through this with a lot of happiness and joy. You know, I'm thinking your chemicals in your body are crowding your whole body with positivity. And so you're almost high with happiness. And so everything just feels good. Everything feels perfect. It's what you've been dreaming of. And look at you smile, because it's happening. So although you're working hard, but you're working hard with a lot of pleasure. I'm glad we asked about that, because it clarified the amount of joy that you are going to be feeling. Which takes us to this part, which we forgot about. You've got the Yera rune in the 8th house. How did I forget about that? The Yera rune is a rune of harvest. Again, signifying that you have indeed worked very hard towards this. You've been on a long journey. And this is the house of transformation, the 8th house. So you're going through a massive transformation in your life right now, getting the rewards and the harvest for the hard work that you're putting in. And it's taking you with the 9th house on a new journey. That's very clear. You're finally moving. And it could be traveling, the 9th house, like I thought about here. It could be traveling or moving somewhere else or something, moving ahead with your journey as well. So that's definitely what I see in your month. And do you need any guidance? Why not? What is your guidance for this month, this amazing month? My dear pile number 4, your guidance is 7 of Pentacles. Wish as far and high as you want. The sky is the limit. There is no limit. So this will teach you that you can have big dreams and they can happen. And so from now on, now that you've learned this lesson, make sure that you always dream big. Don't ever limit yourself. And also the way you envision this will affect what happens. You're materializing this, remember? And so make sure you envision it always, every step in the best form, so that you do get it in the best form. 8 of Cups. Bittersweet leave. You will have to be leaving some things behind, although you're very excited to move forward, that you love. So it is saying, embrace the new beginning with all of the things that it brings. Yes, there are some things that you will leave behind, maybe not forever, but don't be overly sad about it. Embrace this new chapter with all the beauty that it gives. Say your proper goodbyes to a place, to a company, to some people. Say your proper goodbyes, but definitely move forward towards it. And last but not least, with the 8 of Pentacles, you're an expert. You've got a lot of experience to bring to the table, so put a lot of focus in whatever you need to do next. And that, my dear pile number 4, concludes your reading in terms of what you can expect in your month of August 2026. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. All the best of luck with what's to come, my dear pile number 4, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!